And now joining us with more on the implications of the first diplomatic visit to Israel since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have the president of the Jerusalem-Washington Center, Gideon Israel. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, why was it important for the United States Secretary of State to come to Israel now? And what are the main goals of this meeting?
Well, this is the first time that Israel has a government in more than a year, and there are a few important topics on the agenda to discuss. One is, of course, the Trump peace plan and how it will unfold in the next few months. Will Israel apply sovereignty over certain areas of Judea and Samaria? Another issue is obviously to speak about Iran's aggression in the region. And there's, of course, the coronavirus and how Israel's combated it and how America has and what information they can share together, specifically on vaccines. And the other thing is the future of China policy. China is a major trade partner for Israel, but it seems if the Trump administration already took a different policy than previous presidents towards China, the coronavirus and the disinformation on behalf of coming from the Chinese Communist Party has only caused more suspicion of China. So as the United States goes forward, I think they want to coordinate what the policy will be with China, because Israel has a lot of technology that China is after, and I think they want to make sure that certain technology does not get to China.
Well, so that's actually what I wanted to ask you about, because the United States is now asking Israel to withdraw from several economic partnerships and agreements with China. Can Israel abide by these requests, and should or will Israel abide by them?
Well, there's no question that Israel's main ally in the world is the United States, and it's a strong alliance because it's bottom up. There's strong public support for the alliance, and they don't have that anywhere else in the world. So Israel, I think, needs to take into consideration some of the worries of the United States, especially when the United States views these as national security issues, and especially if these issues will impact United States partnership with Israel. Remember, the Trump administration, as opposed to maybe other administrations who saw Israel as a problem in the Middle East and the peace process as the main issue, the Trump administration sees Israel as a partner. Mike Pompeo, in his speech to AIPAC, said that the more the Middle East embraces Israel, the brighter their future will be. He said that 5 times. So I think it's important for Mike Pompeo to coordinate what the policy will be, Israel and China, going forward.
All right, now let's move on and talk a little bit about the United States peace plan you just brought up. Now, do the Americans actually think that this plan has a real chance of working as opposed to the previous plans? Because, a lot of analysts are saying it's basically dead on arrival.
Well, the United States has put forth what they believe is a different approach to peace in the Middle East, and I think it's what they believe is a fair approach. So they're putting forth this approach not only in order for it to work, but in order to set a new course for how to approach the conflict in the Middle East.
What about plans to annex parts of the Jordan Valley and in Judea and Samaria or the West Bank? Because some say that it would mean the end of peace with the Palestinians and possibly even with Jordan. Do you agree?
Well, people have been forecasting the end of peace for a long time. People forecasted dire things that would happen if the United States moved its embassy to Jerusalem, and that didn't come to fruition. So I think we'll really have to wait and see. Remember, for Jordan to just end its peace with Israel, or even to embark on a new course, it has to be able to mobilize its people, and that's not such a simple thing to do. So I think we'll have to wait and see.
All right, Gideon Israel, thank you again. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.